Hey everyone, my name is Deanna and this is DLR Design Studio. Welcome. This is my very first podcast. I've been trying to get this done for months now, and I finally was like, I'm going to do this and this is going to happen. So, I'm a crafter. I love to crochet and sew and do a little bit of knitting, somewhat. So what this podcast is going to be about is me showing you all the things that I've made and just share my love of creating. Now I do have an Etsy store. Some of the stuff that I make will be available in my Etsy store, but some of the stuff that I make is just for either me or my family, or whoever. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start off with crocheted items that I've been working on. I decided to start making, to try to make a regular pullover sweater. And so the first one that I started on, I'm calling this the ugly one because these colors are ugly. All right, so let's see if you can see here what it looks like. These colors are god awful, but what I've done is I've made the front and the back, they're both the same, and it's got this ridged, I don't know if you can see bottom there, and I've sewn them at the shoulder part, and then I've got to sew the sides. Probably start like right around here and do the arms. So after I started on this one, I was like, you know what, I think I want to make a prettier one. You know, this was just to see if I could kind of get an idea of what I was doing. So I did, and this is just yarn that I have in my stash that needs to be used up. So I did this one, and this one I'm actually going to give to a good friend of mine, my bestie. This is one side of it, and this is where I'll be sewing it up. And then I've got, got everything piled up over here. This is the other side that I've been working on. And once I get this side down, I'll do like with the other one, and I'm going to stitch across the top for the shoulders, leave an opening for the head. I'm sorry, you guys, the lighting in here is not very good. So that's those two. And a couple years ago, I guess you could say I made my very first sweater, or I guess you would call it a cardigan, for my granddaughter. And it still fits her. I made it kind of big. So it's got sleeves and a little hoodie. And I did buttons, and this was a tutorial. Do I have this thing inside out? I sure do. Sorry, you guys, there will be no editing in this video because I don't know how to do it. But this was a tutorial on YouTube. That's where I've learned a lot of my stuff, even though I'll get into another video of how I learned to crochet and stuff. My granny taught me when I was 8, but I got back into it in my 20s. But anyways, I sewed some buttons down the front, right there. So yeah, that is the crocheted items that I do. So now, like I said, I like to sew. I just got into sewing a couple years ago. Kind of quilting. The problem with the quilting, I love making the quilt tops. The binding, like putting it together, I don't particularly care for either. The binding, I do not like binding. I know a lot of people who say with quilting they love binding. Not me. I don't like it. Sorry. So what I've done is I watched another YouTube tutorial. I wish I could remember the name of these tutorials. If I find them, I'll try to link them in the bottom. If I can find the videos of making tote bags. So it's a simple tote bag that I learned how to make on YouTube, and I have a few here that I've made. And these are available in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is DLR Design Studio, and I'll link it at the bottom. But it's just this print. I tried to find fabric that was fun and, you know, that people would just, I started these just before summer because I was like, how cute would it be as like a summer bag? And sorry, like I said, the lighting in here is just not very good. And I got a leopard print one. The handles. I didn't show y'all. Inside there's pockets. I put a pocket on the inside as well. I don't know if you can see that. And the ladybug has one. This one, I'm not sure if I have this one listed yet or not in my shop, but it will be soon. So I have, I still have a thread, sorry. They have the box bottoms, so it'll stand up. This one has a little pocket right there. Pretty deep pocket too. I think I tried to make these pockets 8 inches. So I got bored making just plain simple tote bags. And I wanted to step up my game and challenge myself and see. I've been seeing some for like patchwork and, you know, different designs or whatever. And I have a ton of scraps. A ton of scrap yarn, fabric, sorry. So I decided, and I also wanted to see if I could do snaps, like closures, because my son and his girlfriend were like, why don't you put closures on them and stuff? So I made this one. This is more like a purse size, I think you could say. But you see, I used different fabrics for the front. And this is actually an outside pocket, and I did a snap on the outside. I glued a little button there to cover the snap, but it's got a really decent sized pocket on the outside. And then the inside, it's got another snap. That's the inside. And it's got another little pocket on the inside. So this one could probably be used more for like a purse or just a small tote. My large totes, I didn't tell y'all, measure approximately 18 inches. This one I'm not sure. I think this one is measuring about 13 inches. But this one I'm going to have listed in my shop. It's not in my shop right now, but I will put it up. And then I started kind of getting back into the quilting, and I came across some videos of crazy quilts, crazy quilt blocks, where you take just all kinds of different types of fabric. I actually have some stuff right here, sorry. All sorts of size pieces of fabric, different fabric types, like satin, silk, you know, cotton, whatever, because, you know, usually quilts are made out of cotton. I dropped some. But you sew them on foundation pieces, and I don't have one right here. But you sew them on foundation pieces to make this. Oh, Raggedy Ann is upside down. These crazy things. So I started making a bunch of these. Excuse me. And I made this one. This is a large one. I love this. It's done in whites. And this one's got like a bunch of buttons that I've hand sewn on. Beads. I don't know if you can see the beading. Let me see where's some. Oh, here's some beading right here. Some beads that I've hand sewed. I've tried to do some embroidery. So I've just been practicing on a lot of different things. I might actually like finish this one off and kind of put it up on my wall as like a hanging thing. Little wall hanging, or wall hanging, I guess is what it'd be called. Sorry. So then I was like, you know what? I need to learn how to do a zipper. Never done a zipper before. Let me practice with that. Went on YouTube and used one of my smaller little 4-inch crazy quilt blocks that I've made and practice with a zipper. Now let me kind of back up a little bit here. Excuse me. Fabric is expensive for those of you who sew and quilt and all that. So what I did was, I got the bright idea. I was like, which I've seen other people do this too. Go to the thrift store, even some of my old clothes that I don't wear anymore, and get some clothes from the thrift store, my old clothes, cut them up, and use them. And that's what a lot of this is. Like, let me see. This right here, this little piece, this actually came from my husband's grandfather's shirts. He passed away last year, and so his grandmother wanted me to make, my husband's grandmother wanted me to make a quilt out of all his shirts. I wish I had that. I'll try to link a picture of it if maybe, I don't know. So I've got a lot of leftovers from it. I might actually make her another blanket. But anyway, so I used a lot of different fabrics in this, and then the zippers out of clothes that I've cut up or whatever I've saved. And this is not the prettiest zipper, you know, because like I said, I was practicing. But I was like, I think I got this. And I've been watching other tutorials and did a little lining in there. It's like a little, I guess, change purse. So now what I'm working on is another tote of that. I'm not sure if I want to put a zipper or a snap, but this is going to be the tote. This is one side. I guess it doesn't matter. It's going to be like approximately 13 or 16 inches wide, 13 inches tall. That's one side. Here's the other side. And as you can see, I've just done a bunch of different types of fabrics, more of like blues and teals, and I've added some lace on it to kind of cover up if I had any boo-boos. So what I'll do is I'll put these together, and then I've got I cut out these strips because, as you can see, what I didn't explain was these blocks are sewn onto a foundation piece of fabric. This is just muslin. You can use sheets, whatever, and you just sew them in different, you know, ways or whatever. There's plenty of tutorials out there for doing crazy quilt blocks, and they're so fun, so fun. So now I've got the straps, or the pieces cut out for the straps, and I'm just gonna go down the straps. I still have a bunch of this fabric left. Here's another one of the little change purse things that I've been making. Sorry, I got threads everywhere, you guys. But this is the fabrics that I've been using. I have this little basket. Oh, that's something else that I need to show y'all. But it's got a bunch of different fabrics that I've been using of the color combinations that I wanted to do. I love teals and turquoises and blues. So the straps are going to be kind of patchworked, just like I did on this bag that I showed. Where did it go? Sorry, you guys. I've got a pile over here, a mess. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Well, here it is. The straps of this one. I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of did like patchworky on this. So that's kind of how that one is going to be. Just kind of done in a patchwork type style, going all the way down. And like I said, I don't know if I want to do a zipper for the closure or a snap. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Once I start getting it together, it's going to have a lining, a pocket, stuff like that. So yeah, so I know this is the first video. That's all I have to show y'all right now. Like I said, I've been trying to get this done today. When I was supposed to do this video, I had some stuff I ended up having to go do unexpectedly. So I rushed home and was like, I am doing this video. I want to get this podcast started. So I'm excited, and I'm so glad that you're here and you're watching and you're going to join me, I hope. So make sure that you click the like button and subscribe, and you'll get any notifications. I'm going to try to do these videos once a week. I want to do it when I have the house to myself, which is not very often. So it just happened to work out because I don't want any background noise if I can help it. So I'm going to go. Oh, wait, not done yet. That's what I meant to show y'all. Where did it just go? I make these headbands too. You guys, I am a hot mess over here. This is crazy. Hot mess, I tell you. What did I do with these? Here they are. So also I learned how to make, my sister-in-law had requested a while back for some like workout headbands, stretchy headbands, sorry. So I made these they're made from like a spandex type material. They stretch. And I made her some of these, a bunch for her. She was in jazzercise and she requested some for her and her friends in her class. So I made her a bunch of them. And now my niece, who's coming up this weekend, tomorrow's her birthday, or what's tomorrow, Thursday? Friday, sorry, it's her birthday. So she had asked me if I could make her some of these to go with her scrubs because she just got a new job. And so this is her birthday present from me. So I've made some extras because when I cut out the fabric for them, there's plenty of fabric left over for me to make extras. So I have some of these available as well. And I also have pink and I think purple. So it's like a shiny spandexy material. And these are they're perfect for like working out or just, just to keep your hair out of your face, whatever. My head does not do good with headbands, so I can't wear them. But, so yeah, that's something else that I've been making. And I make scrunchies. It's like coming to me here. I don't have any of my scrunchies right now. No, I don't. But I make scrunchies, keychains. Actually, let me go get a keychain real quick. I'll show you my keychain and the scrunchies. Hang on. Okay. So these are the keychains that I make. Y'all, I'm sorry. The lighting in here is just not doing any of the stuff justice. And it's got a little clippy thing. And I've got different styles. I got to find... My crafting studio right now is a hot mess, so... But these are some of the scrunchies that I make too. This one I got to finish sewing, but got a bunch of different scrunchies on my Etsy shop if you'd like to take a look. I do them for thick hair. This is more for like the thick hair. Got a piece of string hanging. It's for the thick hair, and then I also do for fine, like thin hair kids. So I got to find my watermelon one. I have a watermelon fabric that's very, very popular for my scrunchies. So I think that's it. Anything else is gonna have to wait till the next podcast. That just gives me something else to talk about, and see what else I can. I'll show y'all the progress I make on my bag. I'll probably have that tote done and available. And I have another one in mind that I'm thinking about making using. Oh, I can't. This is just a tease. This fabric. This was actually my old scrub from my old job. Not going to be using them anymore, so I cut them up. So I'll be using this and finding some more colors to go with it, and this is going to be my next tote bag that I'll make as a crazy quilt type style. Can't wait to see. And with these tote bags, when I make them, neither one side is totally different from the other. It's the same color combinations, but the design is going to turn out different, and I think it makes them so unique. So I can't wait to show y'all when it's done, so stay tuned. I should have it done by next week, and we'll see what else I end up starting on, finishing, whatever. Maybe I'm hoping to have that sweater done for my friend, because like I said, that's going to her. And she's excited about it. She loves the colors. So. But anyways, alright. Now this will be it, you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions or anything, go ahead and leave me a comment. And I can't wait for my next episode. So thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a good day.